Truckin' Willie, or Trucker Willie. Have I seen you before? I don't think so. Howdy, howdy. Welcome to the live stream. Jim Dunn. I tried to call you the other day, Jimmy boy. Oh, let me put my eyeballs on. Robert, been a while, man. Where you been hiding out at? Dimitri, howdy. Oh, I'm over here in Dallas. I waited until you left for me to come by. See how I am? I came by way of Tulsa. I didn't see you in Tulsa either. Auto evidence bot. You're old and a smoker. Go home if you don't want to die of corona. Seriously praying for me. Well, I appreciate the prayers. JJ, watch that one. Oh. Oh, where you at, Jimbo? You slept in Dallas last night. Man, I don't want to go gym with you. I'd make it look terrible. Get in your own truck. What a deal. What up, Paul? How's Dad doing? How's Mom doing? How's Paul doing? How's Shaylin doing? That's the long version of how y'all doing, man. We got an Autobot on here you're going to have to watch. I don't know if it's somebody trying to be cute or what. Yeah, that's good on the relaxing, and you get to relax with us. Glumile, what's up? Oh, overall I'm doing okay. I've been grumpy old part earlier today. I had my own little pity party going. I was the only one that got to attend. But I threw a hell of a pity party. Very good. Thank you, Dimitri. JJ or Paul, somebody go take care of that problem. Delete, block. I cry my own river. Thank you very much. No, I am nowadays a company driver. I've been down that owner-operator route. If you do it right and you're dedicated to that truck and you marry that truck and you have a business mind, you can make money as an owner-operator. If you're only going to buy one or lease one and sign it on with some company and let them take 20 or 30%, you ain't nothing but a glorified company driver. Now, that's my opinion and my experience. Monday, was it? No, it was Tuesday. I met a young man that he'd been in the industry 10 years. He's now an owner-operator. I've got his phone number. I gave him one of my cards. I haven't seen him, but that's the first live stream I've done too. But I told him I wouldn't mind doing a one of my phone conference videos with him and drill him a little bit. We talked for a few minutes. He got loaded and he had to go trucking. That's what owner-operators do. That's what any truck driver should do. Long White Line, what up? Almond, howdy. Martin, howdy. Felicia, howdy. But I hope to do a phone video with him here before too terribly long and maybe pick his brain a little bit. He sounded like he had a business mind about him. We'll find out. But he is out there getting his own loads and whatnot. So he's attempting to do it right, that's for sure. Has his own authority, getting his own loads. Said he had a couple of buddies that had got their own truck. And he was dispatching them as well. Didn't sound like it was turning out so good for them. Folks, if you want to be an owner-operator, that truck becomes your first wife. Steve Donald, howdy. Don't recall seeing you before. Welcome to the live stream. Oh, did you talk to Stone about it? I tried to call him yesterday, see how that interview went. Mark didn't answer his phone and he didn't call me back. That jump. There's a bump in the road over there, and every once in a while one of these trucks hit it. Boy, does it make some noise. Well, them old cab overs. We always said you was the first one at the accident. But seriously, it depends upon what you're going to do. I would not want to run one over the road. That's me. But I drove them before. If you're going to do some local work, city work, oh man, that's a cat's meow there. As you learn how to maneuver that cab over, buddy boy, you'll be putting them trailers in some places them other boys can't. Down there in Atlanta, that's where I owned my own truck, because I was running freight out of the rail yards. And some of them boys, I had a big old classic, big old nose out there. Some of them boys with them short hoods, they still had issues. So yeah, them cab overs are good for city work. Ah, okay. Well, I'm glad you joined on the Sunday services. Now, did you go back through the playlist, Steve, and find some of them videos where I'm telling y'all about trucking? Sajin, I guess that's how you say that. How are you doing? We like to come in and say howdy on this channel. This channel got southern roots. We got that southern hospitality thing. You got to humor us. But whenever y'all new ones, whenever y'all come in, just say howdy to everybody, and then you throw your questions up there at me. You quit trucking and you're hauling propane gas. Well, if you're hauling propane gas, you didn't quit trucking. You just changed jobs. You might have went from a road truck down to a straight truck. Well, good deal on being a Southern boy. Well, good deal, Steve. Glad I can help. Well, me too, Dimitri. I was just talking to someone today about that. They asked me what was left out here that I really wanted to do. And I want one of them big extended sleepers with a little stove and a shower in it. I want a garage on the back where I can haul me a hog, a Harley. Jim Dunn, a Harley. And I don't know if I'd go with a Harley again. But yeah, that's one of my, it's on my bucket list that probably will not get filled. And Chris, you're always late. Thank you, Pa. Oh, is that who you're telling Stone about? Well, there's different names for them sleepers. Depends upon what company you buy one from. But I was toying with it real hard. I almost had Grandma talk to and let me buy one. Anthony, how you doing, buddy? Must be a lot of pollen in this town because I'm feeling myself starting to stop up. I do. Well, yeah. I assume they ain't been in it much longer than you. And this is the lifestyle, man. All of trucking, even with you doing local stuff, this is the lifestyle. I think that was you said you was doing propane. I don't know. It's a hard living and it's hard on the family. You heard they're hard to turn, basically a smaller turning ratio. Well, no, them long ones have a longer, wider turning ratio, and it ain't no different than any other truck, meaning you got to know your equipment. When I was doing the trade show freight, the one that comes to mind is up in Chicago. It's north of Chicago. There's a sign there that says no trucks pass this on this road. Going up 55 north till it ends is where I think it was. And you go inside the convention center there and you go round and round and round, just like you see in the movies. And when you come out, you're on the roof of this place. Now, I think we had T600, 660s. There's a little stub nose, about like this piece of plastic I'm at now. 53-foot trailers, shrunk up all the way. And I'm going round and round and round, and it is tight now. I mean tight. I am concerned, and I'm good. I'm damn good at what I do. I get to the top, and here's two of these big-ass, long sleeper extended frames. And I'm like, how in the world did you boys get them up here? But like I said, for mine, it was a chore. So, nothing but respect to them boys driving them. They know their equipment and they do some stuff with them that'll make you scratch your head and say, how'd he do that? Out the wiggle wagons. Well, see, I know some people did FedEx and they said the pay wasn't that great. Big Tiny, what's up with you? And don't tell me it's your weight. Big Tiny, are you looking? I cheated today. I had a pity party and I got me some comfort food. Shame on me. $1,400 a week, that ain't bad. Oh yeah, I got merch. Got a bunch of t-shirts. Subscribers, for the most part, picked out the stuff I put on them. Uh-huh. Don't tell Grandma. Warwick, what's up, mate? I told you I had a pity party going earlier. I wasn't lying. Well, I stopped and got me some Little Debbie's. It ain't cheating. It's treating myself. I've been doing real good. I mean, I have really been doing good. Uh-huh. And no, you can't kiss me and get it either, Paul. Well, if you want to call it a Volvo, name on it says Peterbilt. I'm at a Volvo dealer. Does that count? I'm delivering them parts. I just found out, well, I found out actually last week. Larry's going to start getting some Kenworths, and he's debating on picking up some Freightliners. Used to be he had Peterbilts, Kenworths, and Volvos. And he's still got a couple of Volvos floating around. There comes one now, but he'd probably come to get worked on. He's the bobtail, he can't turn that truck no better than that. Oh, he can go fast once he turns it though. Some of these new drivers blow me away. Well, thank you, Paul. You little sweetheart, you. Oh, I've just cut out all my sugars. I'm fighting diabetes. So I've cut out my sugars and a whole lot of carbs. And out here I lived on these things for years. Me and little Debbie, we had a thing going on. I told the doctor she homewrecker. She made me and little Debbie get a divorce. But nowadays she's a friend with benefits. I go getting that pity party going and I pay her a visit. I got tired of it. It was getting so thin right up here. I used to have this stuff all the way down to my belt. And finally I told Grandma, just take the clippers and get rid of it. That's right. Treating ain't cheating. All that junk food out here it'll kill you, man. So, see, now y'all got me wanting a damn donut. Yeah, I did that. Well, Grandma bought a bunch of natural sweeteners and all that stuff. So when we go making any kind of desserts, we're trying to learn how to use that stuff. She got the coconut flour and the almond flour, and we're trying to learn how to use that stuff. We're learning some of it ain't good for certain things. Y'all remember them dumplings I made a while back? That did not turn out good at all. Now, I made a meatloaf last weekend. Turned out pretty good. Fix to make another one. Yep, she's the sugar mama. Uh-huh. Chris, I have people in your area. You better be careful. That's right. What about tomorrow? Chris about to get himself blocked from the channel. That's what he gonna do. Yeah. You threaten me, I'll threaten you right back, buddy boy. And no, don't none of y'all go and delete him or block him. I'm teasing him. Our little mom and pop's taco shop right across the way. I might try to sneak in there tomorrow and give me some breakfast. I don't know, this road right here is extremely busy. I mean, this time of night it's staying busy. Boy, that windshield's nasty where he did that glue and stuff on it today. Boy, he hurt that. He hit that driveway ramp coming in here, and I hear stuff ding-donging like a little bell. Yeah, I do plenty of beans, buddy. You ain't got to teach this old hillbilly about beans. Oh, I know you was teasing. Well, I think it's just a taco shop, not a full-blown restaurant. It ain't a whole hell of a lot bigger than this truck. It might be 2 or 3 trucks for the whole side of that building. I hear you, Chris. I hope y'all are taking precautions. You're over there in Little Joe's neck of the woods, and they're having that coronavirus nonsense over there. The college he works for, they're talking about closing down for a week or two. They're debating on it. I think people are overreacting. No, I ain't had no Amish soft pretzels. Sounds pretty good though. J Rider, what's up? Yeah, I stuck their link, the link to that video on my wall. I think JJ was going to try to put the link in the description of that video I did about it. I haven't watched a whole lot of that feller. Now you tell me his name's Dave. But he seemed to be on top of his game. I've probably watched parts of two or three different videos, and then that live stream today. That's the first live stream I ever got to really watch. You'll never learn how to spell Paul. You're from Arkansas. Recap. Been a minute. How you doing? No, I doubt it, Dimitri. Although Grapevine had it, drivers are starting to refuse to go to California. That's the best thing ever happened. I wish everybody refused to go to California. I'd like to see them getting hurt in a bad way. Sorry for the folks that live out there, but they're the ones that have let their politicians make all them stupid trucking rules out there. And they ain't got a clue. The people don't. They could wake up. There are going to be a lot of them extending their brakes and stuff. Well, at least Sheila's in the office. She shouldn't have to interact with too many people. Oh, Tiny, that's bad. That's what they're talking about where my boy's at. They sent out an email last week asking them if we wind up closing the campus, how can y'all do your work? He inspects labs. Radiation is his department. He was in chemicals, now he's in radiation. And he is his father's son. He had some smart aleck responses for him. I told that boy he ain't right. Tumut? Well, you ain't got to yell at us, Warwick. Get out your snowboard and go out snowboarding. Oh, I don't care, JJ. I hear you. That sounds interesting, Plum. Well, I don't know where you're at where freight's dead. We're staying pretty busy. Alright, you gotta do better with that spelling there, Satan. And I don't do no kind of Coke. Liquid, rock, or powdered, Coke's bad for you. Should all be illegal. I hear you, Chris. Just sit there and pretend to be asleep and it won't go off. No, I don't want a team drive. Wearing surgical gloves, huh? I guess that ain't all bad, but I'm usually pretty quick to shake people's hands. I ain't been doing that as much. Might do a fist bump or an elbow bump. We was at Walmart. Shame on me and Grandma. And I was patiently waiting in produce there to get over there and give me some, whatever it was I was after, tomatoes, whatever. The lady's over there doing all her, taking all kinds of time. She knew I was waiting on her. And I did a little cough. The wife was walking up there to me. I said, ever since we got back from China, this cough's getting terrible. The wife got mad at me. I don't know why. I appreciate it, Warwick. You're a hell of a mate. Barnabas, you ain't been in here in a cousin's age. I thought you done got mad at me and abandoned me. You and Carlos both. Hell, I hardly ever see Carlos anymore. Little Debbie's at my back scratcher. Gave up Little Debbie's for the most part, not the back scratchers. It works, JJ. 24 people and 12 likes, and I don't know how many's left. But I was watching, I went back and I think it's in that video. Smart Trucking had 1.4 thousand views and had 141 thumbs up. Like that's less than 10%. Been busy, I understand. Falling out of the bunk sucks. I've been to Arizona once. The TA in Michigan. That ain't at the Detroiter, are you? Paul, you ain't right. I hear you, Recap. Sawyer, Michigan. Been there. All right, Warwick. 2. You got a limit of 2. No more than that. I seen I got 4 thumbs down on my video from this morning. Last time I looked. That might have increased by now, I don't know. Let's take a gander and see. Virus is making it over here. Yeah, 23 thumbs up and 4 thumbs down, 88 views. Somebody sent me a video I'm watching right quick. Some of the stuff people send me. Oh me, oh my. Ah, the good old airflow. I hear you, JJ. You get too many, you get a ticket for drinking and rolling. Two dozen? Come on, Warwick. That's what I said, Tiny. Since I got back from China, it's cost terrible, but everybody's starting to do that. Oh, goodness. Guess I'll sit here and watch traffic roll on by. Design Trucking. I drove for them for 2 or 3 months. I totaled one of their trucks for them. Then they stole my money. That's their yard back there in the back. Stole my last paycheck. Boy, that ain't no lie. Better be careful there, Long. No, Big Tiny, they don't. trucking industry, it ain't always about just big money or good money. A lot of times it's a matter if it's doing what you want it to do. I have to keep reminding myself that I get home every weekend or almost every weekend. And I ain't got that long until I take early retirement. Did you get your new truck, that long nose Pete? Don't tell Grandma. That thing didn't shut off. All right, Chris, good night, little buddy. Yeah, I will, Tiny. I'm all over that. There they went, man. Mentally. It's all a mental thing. I'm about ready to go to bed. I ain't sure what time they'll show up here in the morning. I know it's a pain in the butt to get back in here off that 5-lane road right there. When I seen this was my second stop, I knew I'd gonna get in here and park up middle of the night. And the road was still busy. It's still, I don't know if y'all hear them cars and stuff going by or not. Oh yeah, I got too old for that shit a long time ago. Back in '09 when I first started trucking, we'd go to bed at least once a month even if we didn't need to. There's a little bit of truth to that too. I think that's the worst thing about trucking today, is that I do remember the good old days and the fun that we used to have. We don't have all that fun no more. My buddy was getting ready to turn Rich Logistics. See, now all the trucks pulling in over here is the service people coming in to get parts to go fix all you broke down individuals. Ain't no such thing as a favorite truck stop food anymore. But the only one that's worth talking about would be Little America out there on 80. And on the fuel island, they have rotisserie chicken. Their rotisserie chicken's pretty good. Everything out of that Little America is pretty decent. And it's a decent price, too. There was another Little America that had a little diner. Was that one in Flagstaff? No, not Flagstaff. One in Flagstaff. Maybe that was the one in Flagstaff. So you walk back past all the main entrance stuff, and their little grill or whatever is right there on the left. I think that was Flagstaff. I made sure I took Grandma to all of them. Yep, that's how it works. I take them to Kenworth too. I got 2 Kenworths on there next. Yeah, I like buffalo burgers. You got to order them medium rare. That's fact, Paul. That's what I'm talking about. Back in the day, man, when it was trucking. That's what I'm trying to tell a couple of them. When this fast food stuff started showing up, we thought it was pretty cool. You wouldn't have to sit down and wait. We didn't know it was going to take over like it did. But yeah, I used to sit around that liar circle, the bar. I can match some of them boys pretty good on stories. And yeah, they had a driver section. And they took care of us before they took care of the travelers. Nowadays, it's pretty much the exact opposite. They want to take care of all that souvenir money before they even worry about us. And that's in the few places that have a restaurant. You go into them now with a restaurant. Used to be you had to look around for a table. Now you got to look around for the people. I was talking to a hand the other day. He was an old hand like us. We got talking about how they used to fuel your trucks for you. You'd pull up on the fuel island, set your brakes, go inside, give them whatever method of payment you had, give them what information they needed. Com checks were just coming out back then. You can go in, order your dinner, sit down, order your dinner. If they needed your truck moved off the fuel island, they moved it for you. Then they'd come in and bring you your keys. and free coffee everywhere. First time I had paid for coffee, that blew me away. They went from free coffee for drivers to free coffee or fountain drink if you fueled. Then they went with no free coffee at all. Kind of like what Dave was talking about in that smart trucking video. The head honcho, the CEO of a truck company, making $9.5 million. That makes you wonder what these CEOs of these truck stops make. It's more than you and I make. That's a fact, Bum. I don't know about the dinosaur era, but Scott, I was just thinking about you a while ago. I want to find out if that company you guys got dedicated in out of Houston. I know we talked about it. I might want you to give me a phone number. I might talk to them people. See what they'll offer up to me. And I had one of y'all's trucks damn near sideswipe me today. I don't know what his problem was. I watch him in the West Coast here. He almost got a, well, I can't think of their name, but he almost sideswiped them, put them over on the shoulder. That old boy backed out of it and let him go. Well, I was watching him. Then he went climb over again and came back. Then when he got up by me, he did it again and I let out of it. We all let him go. Pretty looking truck though, blue and white. It's a pretty truck. I don't even drink coffee no more. XPO. There goes one. It was XPO he almost sideswiped. Oh, we all got them, Scott. Larry's turnover rate over here's got ridiculous. That's something else aggravates the hell out of me. They go hiring these drivers that ain't got no experience and no common sense, that screw up. Then they want to make the rules for everybody. I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't screw up. Why the hell are you putting new bullshit rules on me? Put them on the ones that need it. Well, folks, we're going on an hour. I have started cutting these off at around an hour. So you got just a few minutes to say whatever you want to holler about. That's a fact, Plum, and I am about tired of it. And that's industry-wide. That ain't just this company. That's industry-wide. I don't think they make more money with a turnover. But so many of the companies, this one included, if you come over here and you go through all the motions to get hired on, then if you don't work 90 days or whatever, that physical and drug screen and all that stuff, they make you pay for it. So out of your last check, you're paying for it. All right, Paul. Love you, brother. Kennesaw, Wisconsin. What a deal. Turn and burn. We call it turn and burn here. Alright, folks, I'm going to get over here. I appreciate y'all coming in. That was awesome. Good amount of y'all showed up. Y'all remember, good Lord loves you. So do I. Y'all have a blessed evening now. Good night. Home of the old AMC. I hear you, Plum. Good night.